Hey, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to We Create Music TV. Today, I want to talk about something that's wild and honestly kind of exciting and scary at the same time. Now, I'm sure you've seen all of the conversations that are currently happening right now about Timbaland's AI label, and I thought I'd just share my little 2 cents for whatever it is worth. So let me break it down. Let me get into it. So what is Stage Zero and A-pop, right? So what is Timbaland cooking up with this whole AI thing, right? So the company is called Stage Zero, and it's being positioned as an AI powered entertainment label. But it's not just about dropping songs with a robot voice on them. Nah, this is, from what I see he's trying to create, this is about creating full-blown virtual AI artists, the kind that can evolve, perform, and potentially blow up like your favorite human artist. So the first artist on this label, her name is TaTa, and she is being branded as a living, learning, autonomous music artist. Yo, that's wild. This is an AI that has been designed to learn, adapt, and to create music on its own with very little human direction, and even to develop a persona over time. It's like she could literally grow as an artist in real time. Now, this isn't something that Timbaland is building alone. He partnered with a company called Suno. I'm sure you're familiar with them, but if you're not familiar with Suno, they're making some serious noise in this AI music space. Their platform can take a very simple idea, a sentence, a vibe, a mood, and turn that into a full song, all based on a simple prompt. Now we're talking about the beat, the arrangement, the melody, the vocals, the whole thing. And Timbaland is using that to create this new genre that he's calling A-pop, or artificial pop. This isn't just about AI making music. It's about really building virtual celebrities who might one day chart on Billboard, or they could tour via holograms, or go viral on TikTok, or it could even do brand deals. TaTa could even be out here doing interviews and hosting live streams and even accepting awards. I mean, virtually, I guess, all without being real, right? She doesn't exist in the physical world, but she might start to feel real to fans of TaTa. So now we've got a situation where artists don't need to exist to have a career, and labels don't need to invest in people to profit off of music. Stage Zero is positioning itself as the future of the music industry. But depending on where you stand, that is either going to be a game changer, or something that it could be the beginning of something that is really weird, really fast, and it could have a negative impact on the overall music space, depending on which side of the fence you're on. Now, I'll be real, the tech is wild, right? You've got an idea for a song, you can literally just type a prompt, something like melancholy trap beat with a sad female vocal, and boom, AI is going to spit out a full song, right? There's no studio time, no drama, no ego, no one telling you no, or anyone giving you pushback, right? For producers, this is like having an unlimited vault of loops and melodies and lyrics and hooks without ever hitting writer's block. For labels, this could mean endless content, faster release cycles, and artists who never age, never argue, never push back, and never ask for better contracts. It sounds like a cheat code, but for us people who really produce, where is the emotion coming from, right? Like, yeah, the song may sound good, but what's the story behind it? Can AI make a track that captures the feeling of losing someone? Can it channel what it's like growing up broke? Like, can it do those things? What about being heartbroken? What about falling in love with someone who doesn't love you back? That kind of emotional texture, just the little details, the flaws, the struggles, that's what people connect to when it comes to music. That's why we love artists like Lauryn Hill and J. Cole and Kendrick and Amy Winehouse and Kurt Cobain and so many others. It's not just their skill, it's the truth in their voice. Now, you can't program pain like that. You can't code vulnerability. AI can analyze what makes a song good, but it doesn't know why that song makes us cry or dance or drive around at 2 a.m. thinking about life. And when we start to normalize that kind of soulless perfection, there's a real risk, right? There's a risk that this real, messy, human-made music starts to feel outdated. Now, before we jump into how this impacts us as indie artists, Let me take a moment and talk about Timbaland himself, right? Because let's be real. This isn't just anybody, right, doing this whole AI label thing. This is Timberland. I'm the man for the big VA. Won't you come play around my way, right? This is Timberland, right? I'm from VA. So this, right, this is one of the most legendary producers of our time. This man has helped shape the sound of the late 90s and the early 2000s with Missy and Aaliyah and Genuine and Justin Timberlake and Jay-Z. His catalog is untouchable. So when someone with that level of respect in the game starts pushing AI-generated music, people are going to pay attention, and not always in a good way. Let's not forget, Timbaland has always been tuned in and tapped in to the culture, especially online. And he's been doing those live streams and beat submission sessions where up-and-coming producers send their work, and he'll react live, give feedback, sometimes even collaborate or even sign people. It created this type of energy and this type of community of we build together. But now with this whole AI label, people are starting to ask, well, you know, is Timbaland kind of using those beats and those ideas to train Suno with this and create music? You know, are producers' submissions being fed into the machine without credit? I mean, we don't know that for sure, but that lack of transparency is what is making folks feel uneasy. Because if you built your brand on championing real artists, championing undiscovered talent, and then turn around and launch an AI artist who doesn't need producers at all, it kind of feels like a slap in the face to the same community that supported you. And look, it's not about gatekeeping or being anti-tech or being anti-AI, but people are asking, is this more visionary or is it betrayal? Has Timbaland, a dude who helped push the culture forward for decades, now turned his back on the very essence of music creation? Is he evolving or is he selling out? Now, here's where it really gets real for us as indie musicians and producers and artists that's really grinding out here. If AI-generated artists like TaTa become mainstream, that means the music industry might start putting more investment behind virtual acts, and they don't need tour budgets. They don't require artist development. They don't come with the ups and downs of human beings and the idiosyncrasies of being human and all the challenges. Right? That's the problem. I mean, think about it. Labels have already been cutting budgets for real artists. Now they can literally create a star from scratch with code, give it a vibe, build a fan base around it, and never have to split profits with anyone. No advance, no back end, no MDRC, right? No nothing, just algorithms. So where does that leave us? The indie creators who are out here really grinding every day, right? Where does that really leave indie creators like us? We're already fighting for placements, right? I mean, playlist placements, getting streams, trying to get noticed in an oversaturated market. And now we got to compete with an AI that can drop 100 songs a day, potentially, right? We don't know. I mean, let's keep it real. Streaming services don't give a crap who make the music, long as the music sounds good and long as it can generate revenue. They care about how long people stay on that platform. If an AI track performs, they're going to push it, right? Because you're engaging with it. You're driving it. You want to hear it. And they're like, oh, hey, let's keep pushing this. That's going to make it even harder for independent artists to kind of break through, because we're not just competing against other humans anymore. We're up against machines, AI, that never sleep and they don't have to get paid. So the other side of this is the ethical part. Let's talk about the ethical stuff. First of all, who's responsible for an AI artist output? So let's say if TaTa drops a song that samples somebody else's track or mimics somebody else's voice or a style a little too closely. Who's liable for that? Is it the developers? Is it Timbaland? Is it AI? Is it nobody? I mean, where's the accountability? Right? That's scary territory right there. We don't know. There's not clarity in that. And it's not just about copyright, it's about culture as well. So let's say that TaTa, this AI artist, starts to make rap music, trap music, drill music, R&B music, whatever, right? Genres that come from very real, specific lived experiences, right? Pain, joy, oppression, resistance. Can AI ethically represent that without ever having lived it? Like, what does it mean when a machine starts imitating Black culture or any marginalized voice, profiting off of it, but there's no real connection behind the art? Like, that's where it starts to feel more like digital blackface than artistic innovation. I'm not trying to be anti, and I don't think most people are, right? I mean, but we do have to protect the integrity of the culture. Then there's the whole transparency part. Should listeners know when they're listening to an AI artist? Should that be a tag in the metadata somewhere? Because if you're vibing to a song thinking it's some up and coming new voice, only to find out later that it's an AI generated song, how would you feel? It's about consent. It's about choice. People deserve to know what they're supporting. And finally, what happens when fan bases form emotional attachments to AI artists? I mean, they already formed these with human artists. What about when it's an AI artist? Are we creating a parasocial relationship with digital code? What are the mental health implications of people pouring their feelings into something that isn't even real? Now, these aren't just hypotheticals anymore. I mean, they're becoming real life things, right? These aren't hypotheticals. These are, I mean, you look around. I mean, we get emotionally attached to so many different things. Imagine somebody being emotionally attached to an AI artist. Now, I'm not saying AI is the enemy. Technology has always been a part of the music evolution. I mean, we went from vinyl to streaming. Drum machines changed everything. Auto-tune pretty much sparked a whole new era. But here's the difference. Those were tools. Yes, AI can be used as a tool, but right now, people are trying to use AI to become the artist. So the question is, can real musicians and AI artists coexist? Or is this about to turn into a fight for attention, for streams, for money? I mean, you don't gotta be an anti-AI person to protect your craft. You just have to be pro-artist. And that means using these tools without letting them replace the actual soul of what an artist does. Now, if we don't speak up now, if we don't have these conversations today, the industry is just going to decide this for us. So yeah, Timbaland's AI artist TaTa is here. A-pop is real. And the future of music just got a lot more complicated. I just wanted to share my thoughts, right? I mean, I've seen many videos. I've watched a lot of people talk about it. These are just my thoughts. I'm interested in seeing where it goes, how this currently developed. What I actually appreciate is the fact that Timbaland himself is having conversation with people about it as well. I watched one today. I'm about to watch a couple more, but I just thought I'd throw my little 2 cents in because on the podcast, we talk about AI and the future of music a lot, especially from an independent perspective. So, but just let me know what y'all think in the comments. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about where Timbaland is going in relationship with Stage Zero and TaTa and the future of AI music. I can tell you this is going to be a convo that we're going to have for a long time. Thank you for watching, our channel and greatly appreciate you. But until next time, keep creating, stay inspired, and keep pushing the boundaries of music. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.